Good morning to everyone. I'm delighted to welcome uh, the respected Rajashree Birla. She is not here. She'll come virtually. And she was a daughter of Madurai, daughter of a soil. And she always wanted to come to Madurai. You'll listen to her speech. And she is the chairperson of Birla Group of Community and Rural Development Group. She is a chairperson. And Dr. Rajit Ranadi, my dear friend and batchmate in IIM Ahmedabad. And he was with the Birla Group before, with working with Dr. Kumaramangalam Birla, who is the chairman of IMA now. And he also now vice chancellor in Pune, Kokle Institute of Politics and Economics. Recently, we had our Pune symposium in Maharashtra. And Dr. Professor Atanu Ghosh, who came here. He was my 1 year senior in IIM Ahmedabad. He was a first dean of alumni in IMA during our 50 years of celebration. And he was part of IIT Bombay with a management course. In fact, some time back, he invited me to have a lecture there. So he was here, and it's a fortunate welcome you for that. And I welcome Board of Governance of TDA, which two people couldn't come today. Dr. D.V.R. Seshatri, he is a professor there in ISB, Indian School of Business. And Tirlochan Sastri, Dr. Tirlochan Sastri, professor, he is with IIM Bangalore. And they couldn't come, and I really welcome them here also in absentia. And our Mr. Venkatesan, our program advisor for DVDF, who is a part of our governance board, and Venkatesh Karthikeyan, who is also in our board. And Uma Rani couldn't come. She was supposed to be here. She held up in Bangalore. So for them also, I really welcome them. And faculty, basically, footing, you are all know how the faculty is as a Gurukul is interacting with you. So I welcome all the faculty, and I also welcome the primary today's heroes, graduating students of many batches from 15 onwards, and current students of TDA. Most importantly, the community leaders. I always think it's a community convocation, which is different than academic convocation. So community leaders, mostly women leaders and from different movement, from Kalinje movement, Bailaha movement, and also Naidal movement. So I welcome all of them. And I welcome some of the community workers, associates also here, and welcome Danites who are really here for this function. I would like to be brief because the given time is very short, but I'll take little more time. I welcome to this historic city for this fifth convocation. I also remind it is also our silver jubilee year for Dan Foundation. It is also a centenary celebration of Gandhiji's identification with the poor. Here only in 1921, September, Gandhiji has got removed all his lion cloth. He moved into lion cloth from Madurai. So that is a very historical. So we also celebrate that. And here my first point is TDA is basically based on Thiruvalluvar is a kind of almost like a deity here. We don't be religious. It's a reflective. So his sayings like very, very strongly we say that Karka Kasadara கற்றவை கற்றபின் நிற்க அதற்கு தக. So learn flawlessly. After learning whatever you want to learn and live the learning. I think that is one of the things which academy really follows here, and let us really practice it very, very carefully. Dawn Collective believes in following ancient saying, which you are also familiar, from philosopher Kaniyan Punkondanar, Yadum Ure, Yavarum Kelir. His poem is in UN headquarters. So that is the kind of positioning he got it. And you may not know the entire poem, I hope. So you know only the one line, 4 lines. Yadum Ure, Yavarum Kelir. Thidum Nandrum Prerdaravara. What it says that Ellam Urum Em Ure. All the villages are my villages. And எல்லா மக்களும் என் உறவினரே. All people are my relatives. And he also says, நன்மை தீமை அடுத்தவரால் வருவதில்லை. So all the good ones or bad ones is not coming because of others. And துன்பமும் ஆறுதலும் கூட மற்றவர்கள் தருவதில்லை. So all the good things are, the bad thing is not, others are not giving it to you. சாதல் புதுமை இல்லை. So death is not new to anyone. So all of us are really seen the death. So I think we are all going through the natural path of life, where we should not really belittle the people who are not very good. We should not really kind of great people, we should not go after them. So it's all our same. I think this is a very, very profound, self-reflective thought written about many, many thousands of years ago. So I want to really bring it here. So how self is very center of everything, and our mindset is center of everything. I'm really sharing 5 action leads for graduating students. My first point is find your relevance. Find your relevance wherever, whenever. Find the relevance wherever, whenever. Your entire life, you should localize yourself. You should localize yourself with a global wisdom. Localize yourself with a global wisdom. So find your relevance. My second point is continuously better your quality of life. Because this is what my first session in MOVE. So there, find your purpose and meaning of your life. So if you are really already found, great. If you are not found, continue to find your purpose and meaning. And your identity enrichment. What is your identity and how do you enrich your identity in your development sector? Third is self-reliant, nature-friendly lifestyle. Self-reliant, nature-friendly lifestyle. My third point is always advance interdependency, like Dawn Collective. You are not alone. Your institution is not alone. It is a part of a larger perspective. So always enhance the interdependence. Don't be a silos. My fourth point is enhance your SEE. S-E-E-E. What is SEE? Social inclusion. Reach out to Andyodhya, reaching the unreached people. So social inclusion is your action lead. And you have a economic viability. It's not only for effectiveness and efficiency. So viability only takes you sustainability. The third area is environmental sustainability. So how do we work on environmental sustainability in a continuous way? I think always embrace this C. Whatever work you do. The last fifth point, be with the deprived people. With to eradicate poverty and hunger with a direct democracy. With a direct democracy means they make their own choices. I think wherever you are there, and try to really advance this. To complete my talk, so there is a philosopher from Tamil Nadu called Vallala. He really talks about very like Yadu Mure Yavarum Kailir. There is a interesting part. This philosopher, whenever the crops or plants are withering, his heart is also withering. Whenever, it's not one time. And whenever people are really hungry and they are really suffered, so he is really also suffering. When there is people who are with diseases and they are getting deeply affected, he also getting deeply affected. The kind of identity and empathy with the poor is total. So he is talking about how do you really eradicate poverty in a better manner. I think you should read many of his, and he also come out with local food system, come out with local medicinal system. He is well known. And he was born in 1852. He was born in that year. And he has created 1867 or somewhere a place where anybody can go and have a eating. There is a kitchen. The kitchen never closes. So anybody can go in Kadalur district. You can have a food there, and to really eradicate the poverty. His 200 years of celebration is going to come in next year, and he is one of the very revered, not religious, and always value-based person. So let us do the practical action to implement all our 17 SDGs. The first one is, so please put all 17 SDG with deeper conviction, not just theoretical, deeper conviction locally. Buddham Saranam Kachami. You, as a development missionary, initiate new things. It is only for generation. If we put that into a Sangam Saranam Kachami, for many generations. If you do the value-based institution, it is for eternity. I'm sure all of you will be involved in initiating something and also making it as an institution. And you will also build a value-based institution in your future and will affect probably at least 1 million of people with a better life. So I wish you all and welcome you for this world of development. Thank you.